So you were just back from Idomeni, where you had the opportunity to notice our work at first hand. What are the different challenges that MDM is facing there, and what's the current situation for the migrants in Idomeni?
So I would say that the very challenging part is that the people in Idomeni are completely desperate because all the borders are closed and they're there with their families, with their children, 40% of children running around, not having anything to do, no school and no doors open, and they escaped war and they risked their lives on boats, and then they arrive at the border and they have nowhere to go. And this is a real challenge, how not to despair, how not to do desperate acts, and how to take care of the people in such a desperate situation. And we bear a very strong responsibility. So our teams are with them day and night. 7 days a week, like there's always people from the team, and we try to help as much as we can. And one of the big challenges is also how to organize a vaccination campaign for the children, because they're stuck there, so it's a good moment to do a vaccination campaign for children who haven't been vaccinated. So whatever the future is, at least they will be protected against a lot of diseases. So that's also one thing we can give the people. And also psychosocial support. A lot of them have been traumatized, a lot of them have been tortured. They have lost their children or husbands or wives, and they have feared for their daughters. A lot of them tell us that they escaped because they were frightened of what would happen to their daughters if they stayed in the country. And all this trauma pile up, and we need to take care of them and make sure that they still want to care for themselves, because in despair you can stop taking care of yourself.
Is there a very specific story of people you have met, especially patients in the different camps that you've visited, that you'd like to share and that really struck you and that you really remember and gives you the strength to pass on that message and to talk about what you've seen?
So the stories, they're not funny. The last one was when I was in Idomeni on the 14th of April. There was a military exercise with military planes coming really near over the tents and over the people's heads. And I was sitting in MDM tent with a woman waiting to see a doctor, and she became like a stone. She didn't move anymore, and I saw her completely contracted, so I put my hands on her shoulders and told her, don't panic, it's okay, you will be okay. And I saw her son, who also became like a stone. He was about 5 years old, and he didn't say anything, he just stared in front of himself, and he had big tears flowing down. People have been traumatized by missiles and bombs in their home countries, that's why they escaped. And of course, having military planes fly over their heads is just unbearable, because they have the feeling they will die very soon, which we don't, of course. And of course, like there are the people, like this one woman who was having her 2 kids on her lap in a boat, and the girl fell into the sea, and she had the other baby in the hand, and she tried to catch her daughter by the hair, but the hair went off her hand. And then the interpreter, who is from Palestine, who had come also on a boat to Lesbos 3 years ago, he had to go and see this woman to tell her that the corpse was found. And like, where do you get the strength? Yeah.
Maybe one last question. You've been working with MDM for a very long time, and when you talk about it, we can see that you have passion and that it's really an organization that you have in your heart, and every story that you pass on here, you're the voice of all these people that cannot communicate directly with our donors, with the media in general about their situation. If there's one reason why you choose to be with MDM and why you think that MDM is really doing an amazing job there and a big difference for these people. What is that difference for you?
So for me, MDM is great because of all the volunteers joining the organization. It's like a community of people uniting to really support people together and support themselves. And the one thing I really like about MDM is the respect for the people we work with. And this was also very striking in Idomeni, but everywhere on all our programs, is how patients, so-called patients who came for care, become active volunteers in the programs and, helping other people. And this is this empowerment and this respect and this community and this conviction that this, we really believe we can change things for the better and to build a better world together with all the people making this MDM community. And I love MDM because, it's the place in the world where you meet the most incredible people in a square meter. So yes, I like it.
Merci beaucoup.
And thank you for your support.